Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Great Lakes Esports Conference playoff. We have this Overwatch match, Valparaiso versus Illinois Wesleyan. I'm Navino.
Hi, Jump Boy.
And we'll be your commentators today. This should be a good matchup. Both teams went 7-1. Illinois Wesleyan is running a bit of a different roster than they ran most of the season, with EXO going back on to DPS when they won MVP for Tank. But I'll let you talk about Illinois Wesleyan since it's your school.
Yeah, so Kazuryu actually spent most of the season on our Valorant roster, but he decided to come back for the LAN here, which let EXO move back to Flex DPS. So yeah, this is definitely a stronger roster than we had during the season.
Valparaiso has been a nice surprise. I really think their standout players are Atlas and Fusic. I think with the Zarya ban, which is what Illinois Wesleyan banned, we're going to see some hazard here because kind of what they played in map one, their first game. Also, I need a comment on NH Cool Stuff stash. That's a glorious stash and hair.
Stash.
Like, as a stash man, I gotta respect the stash, But it should be a very interesting game. Both the teams 7-1 again. And they kind of had a bit of a circle of suck in the west side of GLEC, because I know St. Xavier beat Illinois Wesleyan but lost to Valpo. Then Valpo lost to Illinois Wesleyan but beat St. Xavier.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting as we go into Lijiang.
Mm-hmm.
I take it back. We're not going to see a hazard on Lijiang Control Center. We will not be seeing that.
We'll see some RAM.
Probably. RAM is really good. Also, I believe some folks want to play Malga is kind of a popular choice right now.
We did see the Kazuryu Malga in the earlier in the bracket.
Yeah. So I could see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I do think there will be some silly characters. I mean, Far is pretty good. We might see Reaper because Tracer's banned. So, yep, Reaper, Atlas on the Reaper.
Yep.
EXO on the Sim. I will see. I wonder if they'll stay on that past the TP.
Bet they'll swap to Genji or Pharah.
Probably Pharah with this map. Pharah's so good
Yeah.
on Coast, and
Yeah.
there's really hard ways to punish them, but it depends on if Like a Bus is Emery. Except, isn't Atlas their usual hit scan, or am I tripping?
I'm not sure.
I think it might be. But we'll see. As we get underway and we get to see the glorious TP that every high-level team does. Or actually, not even high-level team anymore. Yeah, there's going to be a big just posturing here. Okay, they are on the Genji. I like to push right onto this Malga as the Malga tries to take position. I already used a bunch of cooldowns, so I don't know how this is really going to work. But we did use Form as well. We're kind of just posturing. Now the full engage comes. This is the fast engage that you want to see. But oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's rough. Like a Bus getting a pick as well. And then the Reaper just in here using Wraith. But does get a trade, so this could be okay as long as Valpo cleans up the fight, though. Okay, Iwu's calling. They're calling the reset.
Yep.
What do you see there? What do you think about that?
It looked like Kazuryu just got a little bit overzealous. We kind of steamrolled in the last matchup. I think maybe he thought they could do that again. Just doesn't look like that's going to work. Got to play a little bit better Overwatch.
They need to not use their heal or so early and wait for Suzu before they go in. That's really going to hurt them.
For sure.
But now we see, the Wraith is out, so they need to push this Wraith. They're going to push Atlas.
They're absolutely going to push this.
But now,
That's the Suzu.
cooldown's out. Oh, big boot from NH Cool Stuff. Fusic gets a pick as well, as they are struggling. But a nice trade out, so this is still winnable, because if anyone can carry, it's a Malga. Even though, as I say that, that was a curse. That was a curse right there.
If he had that E, maybe it would have been a bit different, but
I think they just saw blood in the water and kind of and now we're seeing the Ram mirror. I think this makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Malga's just so hard to play into. Oh, but a big pick from
pick by
Mookie. Just Emery doing Emery things, man. We're seeing more posturing. The shield gets used early. Oh, Atlas. I saw the vision. Now you're just playing the stall game. Just live as long as possible.
Yep.
That's really what I'm saying, as we just watch them, as we see. I don't know if I like that ult from EXO. Oh, no, actually, maybe EXO had. This is crazy. The trades are crazy.
Wow.
But Kazuru does bring it back. But, really, this is, just free fights for Valpo, because EXO committing the ult and, barely winning the fight is rough.
Yeah, although I will say a lot of what we see with IWU is really fast gameplay. And so EXO is one of the best flex DPS at getting value out of trading themselves out.
100%.
I think they said they have the highest Desperate 10 of DPS in Face It Masters right now.
Oh, yeah.
But they're also very, very good. So it'll be really interesting to see us. We're committing a lot of ults on both sides.
But a big boot from the Cool Stuff as they start training it out, and the ult fight is going in the favor of Valpo as they really are in their last fight territory, and they still have the Blade. The Blade could be the difference maker here as long as they don't, to prevent people from touching. If they kill, okay, they have to play for touch now. As I'm watching Valpo try and deny touch so hard, they should still get it, which might be the death here of Valpo. The fact that they committed so much to try and stop this touch. Yep, this is good. Yeah, just really good, like, staying disciplined fight for Illinois Wesleyan as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we do still see both DPS ults for Valparaiso here, and not a lot of ults for Wesleyan. We actually is coming up on Blossom, but still a little bit off. I think if Valparaiso commits both ults pretty early, I think they can get a good bit done here. But
they just need to play fast. They want to use those ults first. They're all trying correctly. They just want to go first.
Absolutely.
Like you see this already with the positioning from Valpo's Genji, and the Genji's going to use their. Oh no,
wow!
The pick. This might be the stabilization they need, as they're trying to just take White Room and not. I don't know about that one, buddy.
Ooh.
You know, that was a choice.
EXO wins that duel. Start cleaning up a little bit.
Now, if they get out here, oh no, Fusic, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, no, he lives. He lives this.
Yeah, he's fine.
But they should, again, they still have Blade and they'll have Rush. Oh my gosh, Mookie gets caught out.
That's a good pick.
But they need to save their Genji. All right.
They use Suzu for it, though.
And they use Slow already.
Oh. Oh, good move by Sir.
Big ult, but they took too much space and it was just too hard to overcome. You had to use cooldowns to get back, and then you had the Ram ult.
Yeah. Tough map. I think that early fight where I just overcommitted everything, I think that just kind of threw off the rhythm for the rest of the game. They're just kind of on that back foot the rest of that point. It did look a lot more even after that, though. I think now that they're a little bit more in the groove, I think it's going to be a lot better match from here.
I mean, it's still close, right? And the biggest thing that I'm noticing is Illinois Wesleyan are winning fights where they get these random picks. They're getting these mechanical, like, kind of 1v1s and getting those picks. While I feel like the ult economy of Valparaiso is just better right now. They're not committing. They're not overcommitting. They're doing really well. And then Cool Stuff, I got to shout him out. He had, like, what, 3 boop kills that first point?
He had a lot.
And he's just punishing Mookie's positioning on Coast. As we see pretty much the same exact comps again, except now EXO's going the Echo. I really do like the Echo.
EXO loves their Echo.
This is a really good pick, I think, because there's just so much spam potential. I don't know how I feel not having the Emery on this point specifically because of how open it is, but you already see, like, they're doing the smart thing. They're trying to take positioning on point, so they have, like, you have to come into the Reaper. See, and you're already seeing it. Like, they have to come into the Reaper, but, they already used the Suzu. This is the go button as Ilu just pushes and pushes. That was such a beautiful fight in the way that they waited for the Suzu. They waited for the deflect. They forced those cooldowns, and then they just took space. They used their poke to do it. That's what I love about the Emery Echo.
Yeah. I would just got to make sure they're using their brains still. I think, like you were saying, mechanically, I think they have this matchup, but they just got to remember that it's not one yet. They got to still play the good Overwatch.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those things. Oh, as we see Atlas. Oh, Atlas.
Ooh.
Ice. Oh. But this is the thing, right? Like, when you play a team that's, like, similar mechanics to you, like, those, like those team plays make all the difference. And that's, I think, what we're seeing right now. And, like, they're so much cleaner right now.
Yes.
They're not over-positioned. They're not, like, I talk about my players all the time. Sometimes you can't have an ego when you push, right? You have to, like, respect the fact they'll hit a shot.
Yes.
And you're learning that.
Yeah. I do think EXO's Echo is just really getting a lot of free value right now just because there's no, like, longer range hit scan to get them out of the sky. Just go back to what you were saying about the Emery. I think an Emery would be really helpful here just to... Nice dupe by EXO. But I think it would just be really helpful to just get that a little bit more pressure on EXO here.
100%. I think Emery just makes a lot more sense. I recognize they probably... Okay. Or the Diva. I don't know how I feel about a Soldier.
I don't know if I like the Soldier here.
Yeah, this is a comfort pick, 100%.
Absolutely. As a Soldier man myself, you should not run Soldier in competitive play if you're good at anything else.
Oh, but they almost killed the Lucio immediately. but they commit. I do like this. They're trying to up the pace. They're trying to just like catch people out.
Yep.
I like this. I like this.
To live.
Oh, but
Ooh.
I think I would just have too many ults. Too many ults. NH Cool. I don't know why they don't commit to beating everything, because like this was the last fight.
There were.
Oh.
Gets it off.
Hey, no Ajax today, guys. No Ajax today.
That's a devious stagger, though, especially when touch is important. Yeah, they just don't get it.
Much cleaner. Much
cleaner.
It kind of goes back to like what we talked about map 1. Like in map 1, they just struggle to like win fights cleanly, so that's overcommitting because they're like, oh, we're trading. We're not just winning. We're getting traded.
Right.
Versus that thing that they had so much better positioning in the way of just not getting isolated and killed.
Yes.
And then you saw a better ult economy as well.
Absolutely. I still don't know. I don't like the soldier here. Like, he just gets ran down so easily by that Echo, by the Ram with the Lucio. Like,
I would play Cass if you want to play another hard hit scan, because Cass at least can two-tap people as they come up.
Yeah.
Like, Cass is such a tanky DPS. Or even play the Sim, my guy.
Sim would be better here.
Yeah, but I don't think they are. They go back to Soldier. Again, this is a comfort pick thing.
Yeah, especially on Li Zhang. Like, yeah.
I do like. Oh, but okay. They use. This might be rough for them. They had to use Suzu so early.
Good boot by Sir.
Oh, there we go. They're doing so much better now, just taking space and not allowing Valpo to just exist. They're playing so much faster now, which is great.
Yeah.
And like you just kind of see it with the Echo, because Echo, as soon as they get beam on, it's so hard to like punish her, and like that's why you're playing the Diva Soldier trying to punish that, but it's so hard to do it when like you are getting chunked down by everything right now.
Like it's hard to focus on punishing the Echo and worry about the Lucio sped Ram and Emre.
I think like a bus may have just ran off the map, unless like did I miss a boot?
I wouldn't give him kill credit though.
I think he accidentally ran off the map.
I think that's just a happens to the best of us moment. I've been there, but
you're just not paying attention. You just run right off.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes you trust your strafing a little bit too much.
Okay, we're going back to the Ram. I do like this. I think like, especially in this map, but they could play a more like tanky comp. I think Venture could have done well here. I think a lot of things are different. I just don't know if Soldier really gives you the oomph you need.
No, his burst damage struggles a lot also, and it's just so close. He struggles so much in the closeness. I do like that they went left side this time though. I do like that they didn't try to push bridge, forcing that closer fight. That really helps their Ram and the rest of their comp. I just don't like the Soldier pick. I
mean, I know we kind of talked through that fight, but that was just an all fight that was really hard because with the copy and the extra heals, it's just so hard to out-sustain that. And they're ahead on. Ult economy-wise, this is rough. This is really rough. They needed to win that fight if they wanted it, and now we're kind of doing this like tank merry-go-round.
Yep.
You know, and they mechanically they've been getting picks. Like they are good. And Atlas switches to Emery. I think this is kind of do or die for them in this map, and I think this is like. They've shown it that in a brawl map, I think they can do it. It's just they need to figure out the spacing issue. As we watch Fusic walk up, they're going to try and take this space and just bully the Ram out of position. Oh, almost getting a pick there.
Good Suzu, though.
Big Suzu.
Good force of Suzu.
And this, Fusic does get a pick onto EXO as they're now watching, as everyone's kind of low, but the ult again just coming to play. And it's hard to come back because like they were playing super fast map 1 or point 1. And the Reaper, what was the other character they played? Reaper again? Wait. Whatever else they played on map 1. It was Reaper Genji. They just absorbed the dive, got picks, and it snowballed from there where they were able to maintain space. Winning that first fight you see in Control, I think there's a stat back in like at least in Overwatch League. I don't know how it still is now. But if you win first fight Control, you have like a 55% of the time you end up winning the point.
That makes sense.
Because it's so easy to get that forward positioning, and then even if you lose a fight, it's just a big ult fight where it's at 99, and then it's coming back becomes so much more difficult.
Yeah, those forward chokes are so oppressive on Control, especially in Control Center. That doorway is just so strong, and getting control of that burst and being able to just like poke out of that for the rest of the for the rest of the point is really, really strong.
Yeah, 100%.
But, yeah.
Well, now we're just going to keep talking, I guess, until map 2 is selected. I'll be interested. If I'm Valpo, it's probably Kings Row, if I'm being honest. I think Kings Row, based on their play style and everything they want to do, maybe they go, actually, I could see them going Flashpoint.
I could see that as well.
Flashpoint would be good for them. It's one of those, the brawly kind of maps you want to see. But anything else, I don't know if that makes sense. But Tracer will be back, and I know Atlas is a very standout Tracer.
Atlas is very good for Tracer. I do wonder what we will see for bans. I wonder, I'm not sure. I wonder if if Valpo would ban the Ramatra if they go to a brawlier map like Kings.
I think based on the fact, but if anything, I think Kiri might get banned.
I could see a Kiri ban.
I can see a Kiri ban happening. Maybe a Lucio ban. It depends on, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting to see for sure. But
I'm really hoping to see KR Flashpoint. I think that's where they'll go. Maybe Runasapi I could see happening, but I don't see them going Escort right now. I don't think Escort makes sense for them.
No. I think Lijiang into Kings is just such a it's such a comfort pipeline, I think.
100%. I think people will stick to what they know, and everyone loves Kings Row.
Yep.
Everyone loves Lijiang Tower. If you hate Lijiang Tower, sorry, you're wrong. If you hate Kings Row, I'm sorry, you're wrong. That's honest Overwatch, as we say,
Yeah.
Honest Overwatch is I want to see a Rhine mirror. Come on, guys. I would like to see a Rhine mirror.
Let's get some honor in here.
Yeah. Honor amongst thieves, as some might say. As you steal the honor by not playing Rhine.
Yeah.
We need to see some Reaper May classic.
Yeah.
A Coliseo.
Really?
I guess that makes sense for if they want to play the Tracer. Tracer is super strong in Coliseo.
Yeah.
Especially if they want to lean more into the Zarya, because they can't ban Zarya again. So Zarya Tracer could be very strong for them.
Good.
I don't know if, I guess if they're not playing the Reaper, this makes sense. But
yeah,
if they play like Tracer Genji with Zarya, this could work. I'm interested to see what the bans are.
Yeah, I could see it.
So Valpo bans Emery, which
That
makes sense because they don't like to play it. I get that. So we're going to see probably Sojourn. And then if I'm IWU, then I don't know what, maybe I'm banning Lucio. Because then we
saw some Lucio bans earlier in the series.
Earlier
in the
day.
In the bracket, yeah.
I think you probably see a Lucio ban.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me. Or I guess you could ban Diva if you wanted, but you can't ban Zarya again, so I don't know if banning Diva really makes sense. But it would make it so your Echo could play for free.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have like a hard counter to the Echo or Pharah, depending what you want to play.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to play into Tracer anyway. So I would say either a Lucio or a Diva ban. Those are my two thoughts.
I know Sir, the IWU's main support, is a Brig player, so we definitely could see the Lucio ban, just so that Brig is a little bit more viable.
Yeah. Well, it depends if they play. I guess it depends on what they want to play. If they play Ram, I don't see them playing Brig anyway. But if they play like Sigma or maybe even Diva, I could see them playing Brig again. But it's just like Brig, even without the Lucio in play, just gets. Oh, it's Kiri ban. Okay,
Yep.
My original pick was correct.
Yes.
Okay, so Kiri, we're probably going to see Juno Brig, to be honest. Except I will say, because now you don't have the get out of jail free card that is Suzu.
Yeah.
But if they play Ram or something, it's so easy to just run on a Brig. It's so easy to run.
Yeah, it is. Although I think the Brig makes a lot of sense with the Tracer, if we will see a Tracer. Juno Brig, one of the more survivable backlines. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what gets played. There's so many options.
There are, but if we talk about like meta comps, it probably is going to be Juno Brig or maybe even Brig Ana if they're feeling kind of spicy. Because without Suzu,
Yeah.
Anti-nade does get a lot more value.
Yeah.
And especially if they're playing like kind of pocket exo strategy or pocket their tank strategy.
Yeah.
The Brig Ana can just like exist.
I know Kit Kats is much more comfortable on the Juno than the Ana.
Okay.
But Valpo might definitely pull out an Ana. But
I think Valpo playing Ana makes a lot of sense, especially if they play the Genji or even like the Tracer, you know. They do that with D.Va. They do that with Zarya. Like the Nano is so valuable. Okay, so Brig Juno Mirror.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna see a lot of sustain from the alts as well as just. But so Zarya. Okay, Zarya for Valpo, Ram for Iwu.
Sojourn.
So yeah, Sojourn. Okay, I would have expected Atlas to play the Tracer, or maybe like a Bus to play the Tracer.
I don't know, but that Zarya bubble is so strong with the Reaper.
True.
You can just like
especially after the Reaper buffs.
Yes, and the lack of Zarya nerfs. It's really just a couple of them were just like farming it in comp the other day. Not the varsity.
Yes,
but,
I get what you're saying. And we're just seeing this posturing fight. I love that they're trying to not give control of the Echo on this this kind of like right side.
Yeah.
Because it's just so powerful for Echo to get to corner you into this area with their stickies. Ooh, but big
Good
stickies. Already 23 to ult as they try and take aggression here. And I like this TP. I like this push. But now we just see cooldown after cooldown used. So we either need to see a pick or like the Zarya just needs to live long enough to like have high energy and bully them. And you kind of see that right now with them taking space. They have their bubbles back. I love the cover play right here. Oh, but they might be dead. And this is why you play Echo Ram. And this is really just a cleanup fight. There we go. The patience from Iwu was great.
Yeah.
They gave space and kind of just play for the bubbles to get used. And then if you hit full stickies and a bubble gets bursted before the stickies go off, like
nice.
You cannot live that. A Hanzo pick. I'm interested for this Hanzo pick.
Hanzo will be interesting here. I don't know how I feel about it.
Again, like there's about to be said about comfort picks, right? So Hanzo does have a nice one shot, and we're taking the space with the Reaper. The Reaper's pushing. The Reaper though is low ground now for some reason. I think like you almost want to play faster with the Reaper. Big pick. The Ram goes down, and you're pocketing Atlas. This is our strategy now. Like a bus gets a good. This is good. Yeah. This is what I mean. Like when you're Valpo, you almost have to like just pump so many resources into kind of tank busting as the Reaper, and just look for those opportunities because you know they can't play as fast because they have to wait for bubbles. Otherwise, they cannot kill the Zarya.
Right.
But really excellent like retake from Valpo. But I love the slow pace going. And now we start with the copy and the Zarya, and immediately they kill the Hanzo.
Double bubble the Ram. Yeah, that's just a good copy by EXO there. There's not much to do about that.
It's one of those things where Illinois Wesleyan is playing their win cons very well. They know that they can let people in and that they can give space and then take it back because their ults are just better. And they also like, we can just run it a Hanzo.
Yeah.
You know, the Hanzo has nothing to get out of. As long as they don't die to the initial headshots, they should be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we see an OC. And that's just another early pick for Iwu here. Because they're just running on their back line. I don't know.
No, this is just great. You know, they're going to get checkpoint. This is a good use of the ult. Good space user. Mookie almost gets caught by the dragon. That actually did so much damage. Wait.
Ooh, Kit Kat's looking a little bit low.
Oh, Atlas finds the pick. The magic of Reaper. And there goes the Hanzo. So this is still even right now.
There's a few more kills. 2 ults. Wow. I really wanted to make sure they get this next corner, I think. Play that long sideline, really help that the Mookie. Although I don't know, into Hanzo is going to be tricky.
Well, I mean, so Valvo should win this fight. They have 4 ults to use, and only the 1 ult front. And so unless Mookie gets ready to pick here, maybe EXO, it's just going to be very hard to win. And I mean, if I'm Valpo, I'm trying to win this with as little ults as possible. I'm trying to win this with like 1 or 2 ults, maybe like a grab Blossom maybe. Or even, Oh, grab into this. This actually just works. Oh.
They use 3. That's going to hurt.
They still have Rally, so not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But Rally's not like a fight-winning ult.
No.
I feel like they needed to keep
Kit Kats has the Orbit. I think Orbit beats Rally.
Oh, it does. It does. Unless like
especially with Mookie on the Sojourn.
Unless you get Rally up for like a solid 5 seconds before they go in.
Yeah.
We're seeing them.
Or see it picked with the Hanzo.
Yeah, we're seeing them just kind of posture again, trying to play slow, trying to enable their Atlas. And I'm kind of wondering. Oh, big. Actually, this is big.
Oh,
big
that's
pick.
huge.
Big picks. Just going on top of the Juno just gets so much value. And then, actually, really good Zarya play here from TBC. This is like what you want to do when you want to talk about win cons. But now, they forced the rally step. Oh, okay. They forced the rally. They forced the echo from Iwu. This is still going to be a fight win for Valpo.
They're going to get a stagger on EXO.
No, he gets out.
They get out.
Oh, wow. They still have the orbit, so they should. If they orbit with OC here, they should be able to take that space back. And you already see it. Valpo is playing slow because they know they can't push up too far because they'll get pinned. So this is not the end of the world.
Oh, that's big.
The magic of the Hanzo one-shot, baby. You know, sometimes you're just like, ah, yes, Hanzo, please hit a headshot, and you get the wish.
Yep.
But luckily for
here's the orbit. EXO's going strong with that. They're just gonna burn the Czar.
They burn the Czar, but actually this might be. They get forced to use a bunch of ults here.
Yeah.
I like the Dragon because it's sectioned off Kuzu from his team, so forcing him to use ult just to live because he knows if he dies that they can't take the space. So this was good fight win from Iwu. Pretty nice plays from Valpo. They have the grab Orbit going into this fight. They should be able to win with really just Orbit or grab because there's not really a ton of defensive capability. Or if they Orbit, as long as they don't allow Mookie to just kind of like be server admin.
Yeah. They got to keep that pressure up on Mookie because he just does so much damage on the Sojourn, especially with the pressure of OC. It's just, you've got to keep that under control.
I feel like they're almost getting too distracted, looking in so many different directions, and they need to pick a fight and just go for it.
Yep.
And Alice looks to be in trouble right now, so hopefully he gets out. If he doesn't get out, this might be... Alice lives.
Near miss.
So now, with this ult fight that's about to happen, we need to see some Qs get pulled right now.
Yep. There's Rally and OC.
That was just a great stun.
That was a fantastic stun by Sir.
So Sir stuns them, and then they get a double kill on with the beam. And now, even though like they have ults, like they just pull the trigger first. It's like sometimes Overwatch is just about who goes first, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Big orbit coming in. But I kind of just kites it. They need a kill.
They can get Kazuryu.
There we go. Iwu does a beautiful job, though, kiting it and just like understanding their win cons, and they're just full disengaging. Even though Mookie might be dead here. Mookie might be dead. Mookie? Okay.
Ooh, nice bubble.
I was like, if Mookie got hit the shot, I will die inside.
That would have been very impressive
if he hit that shot and I got that trade. But if you're Valpo, that's a nice fight. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
One ult, and Mookie is like, I'm done with the Reaper running at me. I'm now going to go flashbang character.
Yeah. He does lose a little bit of that range, though. Cass does have pretty punishing fall off.
But I think the play is now you're playing to kind of absorb them because you're playing with lead, and you give space, and then it makes so much harder.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Big grab.
Big grab. Big grab. I really like that grab. We'll see, though. This could be brought back a little bit. Oh, and they commit.
Let's get the robot back.
They're
got that.
They're going to win this.
They'll have to chase down bot.
But still, like, they win that fight, and like they only have a minute 20, and like Valpo's not going to get the lead.
Absolutely not, and they might actually.
They're going to stagger.
Yeah, they're going to get pretty badly staggered here. Especially if EXO can finish off this skill.
Nah, he's not going to push it. He's decided it wasn't worth. But Mookie's going to try to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Sneaky here.
Shenanigans.
No, some shenanigans. Cheeky. That's the word I'm looking
Cheeky.
for. That's the word I'm looking for.
Cheeky little flank by Mookie here.
Cheeky little flank. Does he have the noon? He doesn't have noon. But he's probably just looking for a flashbang one tap. I wonder. They don't know he's there at all.
No, they don't.
Oh, there
Gets
we go.
one.
Does he get two? Oh,
Forces
no.
the rally.
And then Cool Stuff was like, nah, this is not happening. This is
Cool Stuff was not having it, but that's big. They forced that rally early.
Is that? Oh, Atlas goes for the Reaper ult. Actually,
Copy.
that does get the kill. Forces the orbit now.
That's big. Orbit, one of the stronger ults in the game.
100%. So, like, I don't. Fusix switch up to Doomfist to get back. I don't think they're going to. They're not going to get full capped here, but it's going to be a rough fight for them because with the high noon and everything, and the oh, but Meepo gets a great pick on the Kit Kats.
Nice pick.
This is just cleanup. Valpo does win the fight, but Iwu makes a great choice of just backing up, regrouping.
Yep.
They're going to play for the noon, they're going to play for the rally, and they really just have to be able to sustain. They know Orbit's coming.
Yep. Another cheeky flank by Mookie here. This time he's got the noon, though. We'll see how many he can get with that.
Oh, he gets.
One
There's the
without
only
noon.
without noon. Is he orbiting? Oh no, Meepo does
There's
pull
the
the
noon.
orbit. There's the noon. There's the orbit. And Meepo gets killed. This might be wraps for Valpo map 2.
Holy health bar. Yep, that's map 2.
Great patient play. Great patient
Indeed.
play from Iwu. I really like Valpo. Like, I think like it's just awesome to watch how Valpo is currently pushing Iwu to like not just run over them.
Yeah.
They're adjusting and doing really well at those adjustments. They're obviously a very well disciplined team.
Absolutely. I do like their resistance. It's very
There's that stun we
their
were talking
adaptations.
about.
Yeah. What a rally by Sir.
Yeah. Just. And that's where, like, even though Brig isn't, like, meta anymore, like, there's still plays like that where like, the stun just enables everything.
Mm-hmm. Supports with CC are very, very powerful. But wonder where we're going to see next. I wonder if we'll see more of a... If they're going to try to take it back to a brawlier map, like Flashpoint, or if they're going to try to stretch it out and go pokier.
I think they go KR. But I know that as we talk about this, we'll have a lot of time to figure it out because I think we're going to go to a break now. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you all back here in a little bit for Map 3.
All right, welcome back. We're going to Suravasa. Iwu has banned the Lucio, and Valpo has banned Echo. Definitely brawler map. We're going to see probably that Zarya Reaper again. Probably...
Do you think we see Zarya Reaper? I mean, maybe.
I think so.
I think they're going to lean into it. Probably Juno. Honestly, probably Juno Brig again.
Probably.
Maybe Kiri. Maybe even Kiri Juno. I can see both those things. I think Kiri's just too good not to play.
I think, yeah, I think you have to have a Kiri. I think Iwu might keep the Brig just because of that comfort pick for Sir.
That'd be fair, especially if they're gonna play the Zarya. Like, you can't. It's hard to run over you as a Zarya, you know.
Yeah.
Even though when you get high energy, you know. But okay, true.
Oh.
Oh wait, I was like, we'll get the wrong one. Interesting. Interesting. What is the guy's name again that NH Cool Stuff is playing? Mizuki?
Mizuki.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I really still don't think. And I know Mizuki got like a bit of a buff, right? But
I think so.
I don't still think he's that great.
I think he's okay in a situation like this where Lucio's banned. He does provide that like AoE healing. He has really good crowd control. So like Exo's Tracer, even Kazuryu's Hazard is going to be that chain who's going to be really strong. I think, and I mean, nobody has that Lucio speed, so you're not losing.
You're not losing
that.
out, yeah.
So I think if they're trying to play more like if their core's trying to play pretty stacked, I think it'll end up being fine. I don't know if it's the best pick, but I understand it.
I do love, so we're seeing Iwu go for this kind of poke dive with the Wu Yang, and it's working out really well. It's hard to sustain over a long distance if they just live the first 2 seconds. And you're seeing that because EXO is really kind of just owning it on Tracer. They had to use the Suzu early, and that's the first fight win for IWU, right?
Yep.
Oh, and they get
Good
a clean
stagger by
kills.
Meepo. Or on Meepo.
Yeah. And you're going to see now even a bigger stagger. It's rough to play into this. It is. You kind of have to play something that plays super fast. You get to pick immediately. And if they survive more than, like, 5 seconds, the comp will find a pick. The Wu Yang finds a pick. The Kiri finds a pick. Tracer. There's just so much burst damage. And then you're playing the Hazard on top of that.
Absolutely.
It's good adaptation, kind of predicting what they're going to play. Fusic has to pretty much find a pick immediately and sustain and hope to God that no one on his team dies.
Yeah. That's one of the trickiest things about playing tank. I'm not a great tank myself, but it's tough, like, trying so hard getting that advantage and then realizing half your team is dead.
Big eat from Fusic, but Kuzuru still finds a pick, but they trade back Kuzuru,
Wow.
and Meepo finds a pick as they're going to push here. As Meepo has no cooldowns left, but they're resetting. They're playing slow because they don't understand they have the advantage of the Hazard. And now they're going to, the dive starts again. I like that they take the high ground. I was giving space. They're probably going to give the cap here and just like play for their tank to come back. And EXO gets the pick, but Atlas trades it back. As we're just going to see Trey have to play as Atlas is trying to take over right now.
Ooh, nice dodge on that grenade by Kit Kats there.
But now, like a bus goes down as they pick, and Meepo is kind of going off here, I must say.
Meepo is going crazy.
Meepo now finds another pick, but and then finally goes down. As we're gonna see the flip here, very scrappy fight, but Meepo Meepo has hands. Meepo got hands. All
Meepo
right.
got hands.
Oh, and now they're just gonna bully Fusic.
Yeah. At 93 to ult. That's
A tragic time, but really good, really smart plays by IWU, just backing
Absolutely.
up, letting them have the space, and trusting the fact that they can do enough poke damage that by the time Kuzi gets back, they can trade that pick.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Seeing some good ults on the board here. I think it really comes down to who hits their buttons first for this fight.
I mean, if I'm Illinois Wesleyan, I'm probably letting them full commit, then using the Wu Yang ult to sustain it. If I'm them,
I might Wu Yang ult my Tracer.
I don't think their team really wants to almost because except Mookie does get a pick on the Meepo, and Atlas though trades it back, but it doesn't really matter because Atlas had to go so out of position to even get that. And again, like you're seeing what I'm saying here, where they're trying to absorb every dive, which is why I don't think they'll use the Wu Yang ult offensively because they understand the fact that like if they live the Diva dive, that they can just out damage them over time because of what they're playing. Especially again going back to the Wu Yang.
Yeah. Yeah, we do see the hazard swap from Fusic here.
I like it. I get it. They want to get picks. They're trying to kind of do. Fusic also is known to play hazard a lot, but they get stunned here. Oh, this is just tragic.
Pulse by EXO.
And now, though, the issue with him playing hazard is now EXO can kind of just have free reign on the Tracer because there's no real good just counter to it. Fusic is very talented on the hazard, very good, but you lose so much utility when you're playing this like Mizuki, Kiri backline without a Diva or someone to peel.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the Emeralds and the Tracers, Tracer Pulses, and Tracer in general.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of that mobility, a lot of that protection, like you're saying.
100%. And you see, they just give it up. They're just going to take a full fight. It's going to be an alt fight. We have 3 alts to the side. Actually, I didn't even notice that Wu Yang used the alt at some point for IWU. Did not notice.
I also missed that.
I did not notice. They must have used it on themselves or something. Which, again, oh, I love this kind of. And you see, they switched it up. They're trying to play more aggressive now with alts because they are no longer have a Diva that can really absorb it, so they can be the aggressor now.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Wesleyan just kind of gets to set up on point for free.
Yep.
Wow, Valpo waits for that respawn.
It's gonna be a fun time, you know. Oh, and Kuzu pushes and gets a pick on the Mizuki. I think like you need to kind of use the alt at this point and just discuss whether like the Mizuki is worth it. You know, I understand any cool stuff. Like they have their normal pick is not here, but this is just gonna make it rough if we don't try something new.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Mizuki being used in response to Emerald. It's very, very strong against that. You just kind of hunker under it, and Emer can't do anything. But I I do wonder how much the Mizuki's actually doing right now, because it's tricky. Like, you have some utility with that chain, but it's hard to do much about it.
And then you see the support ults come out as you said it, like as soon as Emery gets popped, you see the Mizuki ult get popped, and it's a good way to keep them stay alive during it. But they kind of lose some of the value from having, Kazuru. And you're kind of going to just see this high damage comp do really well. You see Fusic try and bring it back by using the Hazard ult, and he gets a pick on a Kit Kat, but can't really finish the kill on the Sir. And this might be it.
Yeah.
Wow. Really clean. Like, map 1 was pretty close.
Yep.
Just really, really clean adaptations and counterplay, knowing what Valpo wants to do, adjusting how they want to play, and executing.
Absolutely.
And EXO going off on the Tracer. This is, okay. Okay, this is the Wu Yang ult. You're right, they did end up using on the Tracer. Okay. Really clean play here. And again, like, once the Diva's gone, Tracer just kind of has free reign.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, great match.
Yeah, fun to watch. Some really great adaptation. I think Valpo, like, when they regroup from this game, they're going to have to talk about, like, what do we do differently? What can we do to adapt? What can we do to change? You know, how can we adjust?
Absolutely.
And Iwu just got to prep for. Do we know? Is Cleveland State Baldwin Wallace done? No? Okay, still going. But the winner of Cleveland State and Baldwin Wallace.
Yeah.
Should be a very, very good series. All right.
All right.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. My name's Navino, and this is High Jump Boy.